TPR.
Acha. So
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another episode of Chalant Crew Catch Up. And I'm in my new room.
acha, room.
Yeah.
Acha, nice.
There's like artwork on the wall. There's like 2 lamps.
Nice.
But roshni tab bhi kafi nahi. Sirf backlit mahols hain yahan pe. And
I wonder if you could.
He has 2 lamps that are turned off behind him.
Because that'll be more
backlight.
I'm thinking maybe if you turn your laptop की brightness full और light बंद करके दोनों lamps खोल लो.
नहीं.
All right. Straight away he said no. चलो ठीक है. देखो मेरी यार ना, I don't know, you guys can't see it, but like in the final video you will see that there's a little bit lamp over here which is overblown. खैर. So बड़े अरसे बाद हमने कहा कि यार इतनी सारी हम सीरियस एपिसोड्स कर रहे हैं, लर्निंग अपॉर्चुनिटीज हम पेश कर रहे हैं लोगों के लिए अबाउट पाकिस्तान और फार्मिंग और अर्बन और वेडिंग्स और स्टार्टअप्स और ये वो इकोनॉमी तो मैंने कहा we should have one after a long while. काफी जरा बन गया था रिक्वायरमेंट तलब हो रही थी.
मतलब तुम सबकी शक्लें भूल गया था bro. It's been a while.
So like
we're kind of friends. We should do this वैसे भी.
तुम stories भी नहीं देखते तो वरना
guys, while we were gone we had this great development where Rizwan stated he just doesn't watch stories. यार बहुत ज़्यादा होती हैं. I think that was the reason कि there are just too many.
यार नहीं देखो, I may click on some stories if they're showing up ऊपर on the bar.
अच्छा.
अब अगर आपका अकाउंट ही ऐसा है जो ऊपर नहीं आ रहा मेरे सामने तो
4 accounts. हाँ जो 4 दिखते हैं ना बस वो देखते हैं.
तो I can't be scrolling through and finding आज क्या सरखेल ने कुछ पोस्ट किया होगा. How the fuck do I know, bro?
Yeah, valid. Is this zooming? Focus. Shabash. It's like a child. Acha. So we have some stuff to discuss. Sarkhail went to UK, Scotland. I got COVID, so I couldn't go. But then Pakistani Scots के बारे में हमने सीखना है.
I wonder why you got COVID.
Yeah. बड़ी हमने जिन story episodes हमने की इतनी ज़्यादा we didn't knew. In our pocket only it's sitting. And अच्छा Rizwan के साथ क्या होता है? Rizwan lives in Pakistan, so that is a story in itself with super गर्मी और 80 घंटे लाइट जाना and बारिश was not so crazy for you.
Barish was crazy for a few days.
Okay.
Plus beach में we had a few shoots जो बारिश की वजह से या आगे पीछे होते रहे हैं और या कुछ लोगों ने कर लिए like in the rain, which was worse. And then you know how the humidity comes with monsoon weather. तो वो सांस नहीं आ रहा, you know, it's been bad, but there have not been floods वगैरह like they used to be.
Right.
क्योंकि apparently पिछली गवर्नमेंट ने बीच में ओल्ड लाहौर के पास काफी अंडरग्राउंड reservoirs बनाए.
Oh.
Yeah, while the previous chief minister was in power. So they are draining like अंदरून शहर वगैरह वाला पानी and collecting it underground. That's what they're saying. इसलिए flooding नहीं हुई. हाँ कुछ जगह पे हुई भी होगी, I'm sure. अगर हुआ भी है, like Johor town was getting flooded and it would last for a couple hours and then it would drain out. या वो tankers आ जाते थे with pumps to pump out the water. So it's been okay. उसके अलावा I live in Pakistan, so it is what it is. It's as okay as it can be. मतलब
हाँ चलो हम उस पे भी आते हैं. And then the other thing that happened was Nazar went to Dubai. He was invited for like a movie premiere thing for some cross-border pollinations that he did. He seemed very excited about it. So we'll come to all of this, but हमने कहा as always कि हम जरा comments मंगवा लें आवाम से, and काफी सारे लोग sent comments which we will do our best to give bad responses to. And then 2 people sent very similar, separate but similar stories about their horrendous airport air flight experiences.
Oh, fuck.
Both women, both Saudi related. Oh, ho, 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 ho. And I just want Gulf. Yeah. So, what do you want to start with? We can start with the comments. The comments will be good.
Yeah.
है ना? जल्दी हम कर लेंगे.
Yeah.
So Osama has written in. Osama writes in quite often. Thank you, Osama, for writing in.
Who's Osama?
And Osama. So
okay.
लेकिन सवाल बड़ा sad है इनका कि suggestions on how to get a friendship back on track that fell off the cliff before even starting. So if it didn't start, what was the loss really? But chale, Rizwan, you've been through this recently. Why don't you take a stab at this?
यार यार देखें, प्यार दोस्ती है. अगर आप I don't know, there's no rules about it. If you really feel really close to a person, if you are really good friends, then you would also make an effort to fix things, you know. और अगर उस point पे आप both sides अगर उस point पे आप पहुंच चुके हैं where you've been like betrayed या इतनी दफा आपके साथ बुरा हो चुका है from that person that you don't share the same friendship feelings anymore. So then you won't even put in an effort to fix it. That's what I feel and that's what I do. So if it's people like you guys, अगर हमारी कोई आपस में बहस हो जाए या कुछ हो जाए, मुझे रात को नींद नहीं आएगी. I'll be like, yeah, fuck, I need to talk and, you know, fix this. अगर तुम में से किसी को मेरी वजह से कोविड हो जाए or something, so I'll feel really bad, right? मतलब I'll be like, यार, मतलब this is
hasn't
not
happened
what
yet.
I wanted.
Hasn't happened yet. लेकिन अगर Rizwan के कहने से,
Bastard will sell his horses and sleep.
So Rizwan का response is basically BB King thrill is gone. I have another rule on this कि मैं तो कटा देता हूँ. I have lost friendships, ज़्यादा ड्रामे हुए तो थोड़ी बहुत कोशिश की, खत्म, fuck off. Because the thing is कि if you are trying and the other person is not, तो when you get back together, how good can it be? दुनिया में बहुत लोग हैं, आप किसी और से कर लें दोस्ती. क्या ख्याल है boys? Nads, Sarkh, Nadir, I like your watch. Have you shown it to us before?
Oh, that's the Omega.
Yeah, that's the Omega. Yeah.
It's nice, yaar.
It's very nice.
Similar watch on thrift watches on Instagram. I've checked.
Yes, abhi dekh raha tha main. Yeah.
It's cool. It's very good.
This one is like in great condition. Yeah, it's so good.
1983.
Yeah, it's good. Very good.
Wow.
Swiss first among us to get Swiss.
Switch. I wouldn't know.
I think our Omega is Swiss.
But I have a couple of Seikos. Are those Swiss as well?
No, they're Japanese.
They're Japanese.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Close.
Seiko. Yeah.
I don't know, but
हमसे भी कुछ सीखो.
I was hoping no one would say this. Adil Zafar ka sawal tha. Usama, hope that answers your question.
Who this?
Adil Zafar is asking, is Nadir going to be in it? No. Why is Warner Brothers ruining the DC universe? Yeah, Nadir, did you see the news? Batgirl cancel ho gayi?
Batgirl cancel ho gayi. Apparently, there's like this 10-year plan that they're cooking up.
Yes.
WB wale.
With Discovery, right?
Announced hua hai.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, I feel like they've lost the plot. Like DC, वैसे तो like I mean, you know, I'm not like जिस तरह तुम लोग हो Zack Snyder fans, मैं नहीं हूँ.
Not me,
I'm sorry.
just Ali.
Just Ali. So,
वो देख रहा होगा.
But
AR Black Parrot AR भी देख रहा होगा.
नहीं ब्रो, मैं उसको भी काफी बोला एक बार, एक्चुअली वो मुझसे नाराज भी हो गया था कि ब्रो क्या कह रहे हो तुम, like, सही है, अच्छा है बॉय, and I was like bro अच्छा चलो सही, sorry for chatting you so much, मतलब कि मैं like I straight up say कि नहीं क्या इसमें क्या, अच्छा खैर let's not go down that rabbit hole.
Sure.
But I mean we can if you want to, but हाँ चल रहने दो. अच्छा तो
but खैर
मगर
did you guys watch? You guys saw Miss Marvel, na? You, SARKHAIL, all of you. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Uske directors were making
because you're anti-Pakistan. That's why.
Yeah.
And women.
As one should be. Not about women though. But
too late. But Nadir,
नहीं उसके लोग भी काफी फिट थे उसमें, मतलब कि उसमें वो भी था, माइकल कीटन भी था, और मतलब कि पता नहीं ब्रेंडन फ्रेजर भी था.
Yeah, I saw some clips about Brendan Fraser walking out of like a
he was this bad guy called Firefly. He has like thoda arson type
Firefly, right.
So do you think those guys were decent directors based on what you saw in Miss Marvel?
Why not? I mean, it seemed promising, definitely. I mean, it seemed like, you know, unka jo response bhi jo aaya tha, they seemed pretty heartbroken about it. I think there's some, it's not like, oh, this is not good quality, but there was some like taxing issues that they were having.
So the assumption is that there's this big merger happening with Discovery and WB, which is going to shake all of this up. And as part of that merger, they have a new plan, which is the 10-year plan. Or that plan is that we're only going to release big movies that come in theaters. This movie was made only for streaming. There was a plan for a Supergirl movie. That's apparently never going to happen.
They're still doing a Flash movie even after all the shit that's come out.
That's because उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा पैसे लग गए ना. That's apparently 300
really
million.
Weird, right? मतलब, will people go and watch the movie? Like, yeah.
Who knows? Because recently somebody did ask, and the producer of the movie said that everything is okay.
Okay, in Flash world,
yeah.
Wow.
So देखते हैं. But yeah, I think the thing is that comparison obviously is with Marvel, and Marvel had like shuru se one guy controlling the whole thing, and they also made good movies. DC also had one guy, but the movies
did DC have a head start? I think DC had a head start though, right?
No, because Nolan doesn't count. So Iron Man and then leading up.
Okay,
to
but there was always
a
cinematic DC universe. ठीक है, many Batman movies, you can all count them as DC universes, right?
Yeah.
And Superman as well. Marvel only started at Iron Man.
And the DC universe that Khabar is talking about, noted DC hater, is the connected universe.
So but also I don't agree that DC universe होनी चाहिए. I think वो जो इनकी individual movies बहुत fit हैं, जैसे Joker जो अभी निकल रही है with, I think Lady Gaga is a really cool choice by the way for Harley Quinn. Especially I really don't like the tone of the film. Yeah, but जिस तरह की वो Joaquin Phoenix जिस तरह से है, और just the tone of the film, I think like Lady Gaga जिस तरह उसने A Star Is Born में like दी थी performance, I think like I think amazing. She won't be like a crazy. I don't think she's gonna be like a crazy Harley Quinn. I think she's gonna be a subdued based on the theme of or the stylization of the film. But let's see.
I hope जितने सारे वो Joker के incel fans हैं ना, who's like देखा this is wrong with what the world is today. Movie मन के लिए they're like fuck with those people in the movie. And yeah, पता नहीं वो भी आ रही है Black Adam and Shazam 2. Dirak.
Yeah, Shazam. पूरे trailer में just the movie. Just watch the trailer and you'll know the movie.
It's the whole movie.
It's the whole movie.
I enjoyed Shazam 1. It was fun.
I loved it.
Yeah, मजे की मूवी थी, light-hearted, and like DC का तो standard ही है ना कि अगर पूरी movie makes sense start to finish, it's like wow यार क्या film बना लिया आपने. But देखते हैं अब क्या होता है. There's too much.
Yeah, Shazam वो Pony Smasher ने बनाई थी ना?
I don't remember.
I think Shazam was directed by Pony Smasher.
I'm excited about Barbie, bro.
Barbie भी तो आ रही है, हाँ. Greta's making. Who's making Barbie?
Greta Thunberg.
No. Gerwig. I don't know if it's Greta Gerwig, but
David Sandberg, Pony Smasher made. Pony Smasher is a YouTube person.
Yeah.
And वो काफी fit short words और मतलब कि just how to YouTube channel बनाता है वो of videos. And he ended up
I'll be
making
sad
Shazam.
if it's confirmed कि Henry Cavill is not Superman. I really like him as Superman. ज़ाया हुआ है वो. But वैसे in other movies like Man from U.N.C.L.E. वगैरह में उसकी he shows that he can do like the charming sort of personality. So that will be sad. Ben Affleck keeps coming back. Aquaman 2 में आ रहा है Ben Affleck. Flash में है Ben Affleck. I don't know. Maybe he'll be back. I think Zack Snyder की sad vibes जो थी ना, and then that whole controversy that really put too much of a shadow over this whole thing. पर खैर खावर ट्रिगर कर दिया तुमने सबको. अच्छा.
Yeah, I don't know. I agree with Khavar. DC sucks.
So triggered. SARKHAIL is very triggered. Jazib is asking, Rizwan, you were very excited. I don't know how to say this, so I'll say Dall-e and MidJourney. Those AI art generators.
Oh.
Ethical? Question mark?
Dall-e.
Dall-e.
Yeah.
Dall-e.
Ethical and to what extent? Ji Rizwan, ethics kahan se aa gaye?
Yeah, what is the ethics wala angle is pe? I don't know. Maybe because
So Jazib is, for context, he's a visual effects artist, a CGI artist, and he's worked on quite a few things.
So those ethics.
हाँ, so basically ethics के आपने उसमें कुछ डाला. Oh, ethics ये होगा ना कि you're passing it off as like ये मैंने बनाया.
Art. Yeah.
हाँ. So that's
I'm sure
the shit. I mean, easy answer to your question. आप ऐसा ना करें. अगर कोई कर रहा है तो he's shit.
No, but also AI can create some really bad images. I mean, you could put something.
Sure, depending on what you put in.
Yeah.
But I think उसका impact तो फिर जब आएगा ना, if somebody pushes that out into the world.
This won't replace what already exists in the art world here, content world, right? There's still millions of people making art and music and content. There have been these debates on music where people have been using automated processes to combine alag samples and make new songs and claim them as their own. But there's still people who will go the art way and do it like original bhi banega.
Yeah, but that's not AI though, right? That's still you still have input in that. This is completely up to AI. You just type a sentence and it right now it's more appealing to people to see what AI comes up with than what a man comes up with.
Like, how did you guys feel जब ये बहुत सारे लोग share कर रहे थे पिछले कुछ हफ्तों में? I think it's died down a bit.
I didn't mind it. I thought it was interesting. It was fun. I wanted to try it. I signed up for it. I didn't get it, but like, it's interesting to see what you could do with it, right?
Yeah, what did you do, Rizwan?
Yeah, I tried like coming up with जैसे like Pink Floyd performing with Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan in walled city Lahore. So I don't know. It's a fun concept.
Yeah.
Although most results, even the ones that people are posting, they look like shit for me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The faces are never fine.
वो तो चलो, it's understandable.
That is, I think, a purposely done thing because they don't want it to be like an exact likeness or use a deep fake or something.
So that could be, but I don't know how the ethics thing comes in. इतना इसमें.
I think ethics का तो यही angle है कि if somebody is making it or कुछ cool निकला है and they start passing it off as like my creation.
Yeah, or they try selling it off, like as a digital print or something.
What's wrong with that? I don't get it.
It's not your creation, is it?
It's not your art, yeah.
It's like an automated, like there's no effort. And then you don't identify the fact that this is ये मैंने खुद नहीं बनाया. When you hide it, the deception is the problem. तो अगर तुम डालो उसके अंदर कुछ, the Pink Floyd Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan thing, and then you put it on like some NFT marketplace, like I made all of this.
Yeah,
I'm the artist who did this. So that's fraudulent, right?
But you didn't steal it from another artist, right?
Stealing is not. Dishonesty is the problem.
You used a kind of software to come up with it, and
come up with it.
An artist is working hard to do it, and then you just using a program and selling it. It's
like if someone takes stock images of the internet and puts them up on their Instagram page as their photography,
We know someone who did that, didn't we?
but see, those images have been taken by another photographer, right?
Sure.
So you're
here the other photographer is the AI, right?
Which is openly accessible by everybody around the world. So
but if you put वो फर्क उसमें आता है ना कि अगर you put two pictures, the same pictures, and say on one marketplace कि this one I made and the same picture here, this one is generated by AI. Which one will make more money?
Doesn't the executive producer say कि अच्छा ये मेरी movie है? Does the only the director is allowed to say कि भाई ये मेरी movie है?
That example is not. I don't think that.
No, it is why. Like the concept is yours, right? Like you made the idea. Like he came up with Pink Floyd and right?
He is identified.
He got someone else to make it for him.
He's identified as the executive producer. So, agar Rizwan says, I used whatever Dall-e to make this artwork, and my input was I have membership, and I gave the prompt. Agar wo karke de, so that's fine. But when you start hiding shit, okay, no, this is not AI. This is my
but I don't understand abhi tak. I get your point, but if I do that and I start selling these prints, like frame karke, who am I hurting? Like
hurting?
Okay. Look, from an actual artist, like the artist you're hurting, right?
So it's not something that another artist has made, right? It's an AI thing.
Look, imagine you go through art school and you go through years of practice and fucking working hard, and then this fucking guy just comes up and downloads a picture of the internet. And
I get that point. This applies to any industry. Like this is a very deep discussion.
तो सही बात है ना फिर.
But how ethical is it if it's a free market here? If you're able to make money, that's like saying that Palvasha and I have put in a decade in photography and learning every day. But a young person, a 20-year-old comes today, hires good photographers and starts doing wedding photography. Khud wo camera bhi na istemal kar rahe ho. If they're able to do it and if that challenges our art, to phir humme koi masla hai yaar. There's a market for everybody.
But that's not an
I don't think that
equal comparison.
Yeah,
it is. How is it
does not match.
That photographer is just a business owner. I know such photographers in Lahore,
but
who have never operated a camera.
The dhoka again will be if they are convincing people that I took this picture and maine edit kiya.
Yeah.
That's the only section where the dhoka is. So like you are saying that I made Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, Pink Floyd, Lahore.
So I guess in that
is my effort.
In that very specific situation, if somebody claims that ये मैंने Dall-e से नहीं बनवाया, ये मैंने खुद design किया है, then okay, it would make sense.
That's the only thing.
But if somebody is able to come up with nice art उसमें से, and सही है यार.
नीचे उसमें अगर tag लगा हुआ हो कि this came from Dall-e, तो but he can do whatever you want.
As long as there's a tag. I mean, if you're not fooling anyone, you can do whatever you want.
I think the issue this also was, I don't know if this will be a big issue, क्योंकि जब deepfake वाला scene हुआ था, everyone was like, बस अब तो हर video fake होने वाली है और सब. That didn't happen.
It died down, you know.
अब I don't know because people consciously kept the process मुश्किल या खुद ही से, but पता नहीं. खैर, just a very long answer.
I can discuss this for even longer. I'm just this is a very great question. Yeah.
I'll send you the number. Somebody said I hate marketing agencies in Pakistan. नाम नहीं लिएगा. अच्छा, okay. Dear, I will not take your name. Marketing agencies, nobody. SARKHAIL तो
even that is also a very broad industry, right?
अबे साले जो कुत्ते हैं उनकी बात हो रही है बस.
But like कोई reason दिया बस ऐसे ही marketing
agencies. No, I mean he probably just had bad experiences.
Okay, so like
Nazar probably deals with a lot of brands and marketing agencies. He probably knows better.
Nazar वैसे without identifying.
I have a very recent experience about this.
I didn't want to go to you because there's also the issue of identification.
No, I won't be naming नाम नहीं लेगा. So So I didn't tell anyone about this because I was pretty embarrassed about it. क्योंकि उस issue में सबसे पहली गलती मेरी थी.
Okay.
So I was dealing with this marketing agency, and generally 7-8 साल से जब से हम काम कर रहे हैं, वो 1,000 रुपए का काम हो, 1 लाख का हो, जो भी, I have like a set procedure to go about it. I send a quotation by email, I get a reply, I send an invoice when I'm dealing with corporate.
Yeah.
अच्छा वो invoice approve होती है, and then like payment schedule discuss होते हैं and all that. Advance होगा या बाद में होगा या half advance होगा, whatever. And then like everything is done and then the work starts. इस एक case में very recently, I was on the way back from Islamabad coming back to Lahore, और मुझे एक कॉल आई कि एक अर्जेंट आज शुरू करना पड़ेगा काम और 4 दिन का काम है. And I had worked with these people like 3 years ago and we were on good terms और अच्छा सलाम दुआ वगैरह, and I was like यार I'm on the way, तो मैं आ रहा हूँ, I'll bring my team साथ में and we'll start the work. और मैंने दिमाग में सोचा यार मैं बाद में इनको इनवॉइस कर दूंगा, you know, like we know each other, I'm getting there, process हो जाएगा. हुआ उसमें ये कि 4 दिन वर्बली पहले बात होती रही, ओ ये इस मैनेजर से पूछ लो पेमेंट का, वो उससे पूछ लो, ओ सॉरी मैं बिजी हूँ, वो बिजी हैं, ये वो करते करते अच्छा प्रोजेक्ट कर लो, इसके बाद सारा प्रोसेस हो जाएगा. आई एम लाइक फाइन. एंड व्हेन द प्रोजेक्ट एंडेड दे कॉल मी एंड से ओ हमारी तो बात हुई थी सिर्फ इंस्टाग्राम टैग्स और क्रेडिट की. एंड आई एम लाइक okay, so, and because it was my mistake where I didn't have anything on record, they were able to screw me very easily, considering this was a project जिसमें उन लोगों के करोड़ों लगे हुए थे और मेरा amount was like a few thousand rupees, and I was like, it was horrible.
It was your mistake to not remember that you are surrounded by sharks all the time. Your mistake.
Really,
not really.
I was really cursing myself for days where because it's these things happen when you're new and you're starting out in the industry, and I've been doing this for so long. It's like photography se pehle bhi, even in corporate work. And then I was like, yaar, ye kaise kar diya maine na? Aur sab kuch deliver bhi kar diya.
I want to
sorry.
We're not saying it's your mistake as in you did something wrong. It's that everybody is trying to screw everybody.
So marketing agencies Pakistan mein, bro, big budgets that they're using using the budgets on themselves. Travel karo, दुनिया घूमो, एक छोटा सा ad shoot होना है, उसकी location एक office की चाहिए. Office कहाँ है? Bangkok में है. क्यों? You know, फोटोग्राफी टीम हायर हो रही है, वही कनाडा से उड़ के आ रही है टीम.
जिधर लूट सको लूट लो. डैनी पंजवानी वाली एपिसोड में he was saying कि पता नहीं कोई इवेंट करवाया, पैसे भेजे. The people he sent the money to, who also performed at his event, they were like surprised कि ये how this is not something that happens, कि हमें पैसे मिल जाते हैं. And they were also apparently surprised at the amount. Because he's like people reached out to me कि हाँ ये इवेंट करना है, और he's like अच्छा पैसों का क्या सीन होगा? He's like हाँ जो बड़े आर्टिस्ट होंगे उनको हम obviously हम upfront proper payment करेंगे, छोटे वाले should be happy to work for exposure. He's like somebody said this to me. And obviously he did.
And that is really true, right? Because unless you're a celebrity, like a very well-known face, कि आपको across industries लोग पहचानते हो, that's different. In weddings, we have kind of established our identity, कि people know us. तो payments and all that और सब पे लोग मान जाते हैं. But if I start doing non-wedding work, like, which is the tools are the same, it's photography and stuff, but they don't know me at all, and they're like, oh हम तो आप पे बहुत बड़ा एहसान कर रहे हैं ना आपको hire करके. And then they'll give you arguments like, oh yeah अभी ये वाला आप कर लो, then we have 10 projects lined up. Fuck you. I work 300 events a fucking year. मेरे पास टाइम नहीं है bro. अगर आपको ये लग रहा है कि हम सारे फारिग बैठे हुए हैं, अली फारिग नहीं, सरखेल नाद, everybody has fucking work in their specific industries, you know, we're working every day. ऐसे तो नहीं है कि यार हम वेले बैठे हुए हैं सारे, ओ यार ये वाला कर लो, अगले वाले पे will make up for it. Go fuck yourself.
Pay everyone all the time.
Fucking pay us, yeah.
Amra is asking, how did you maintain your sanity working in Big Four? Unfortunately, I'm the only one. I was very sad most of the time. I think the work is boring. Accounting ka kaam is very boring. It was made much worse by my Pakistani colleagues, specifically
Oh my
Pakistani
god,
colleagues.
I hate all of them.
Yeah. They अच्छा you know them. तुम तो जानते हो. No, not them. वो तो मेरे दोस्त हैं. But there's a huger community of Pakistanis, and they all had this nature of I wasn't interested in the work because why would anyone be interested in accounting? But late बैठो, meeting, set up नमाजें साथ पढ़ो, खाने ये वो discuss all of this. If you're not part of the group, people actively work against you. And then I moved here. From this is the UAE. Then I moved here. इधर कम पाकिस्तानी थे, so this was still there, but much reduced. To the point where I started thinking, यार हाँ शायद मैं shit हूँ. And then I started convincing myself कि यार नौकरी तो बस नौकरी होती है. I don't need to judge myself. But then I'm working with other people. मैं मेहनतें कर रहा हूँ and stuff. I'm like, oh, what is this happening? So it took me like a long time to figure out कि the work environment is much worse than the work itself, even though बहुत ज़्यादा काम हो या जो भी हो.
Yeah.
That doesn't help you.
Remember, Ali, you're part of a big four now.
Yeah.
This big four.
Yeah.
Real big four.
Whoa.
Guys, put your hands. Put your hands.
I don't think it'll work. Polio ho jayega. Arzu has two questions. Is print journalism dead? Mostly.
Yes.
Everything shifted to the internet, and it's just easier for them to find people and target people. So it's funded by advertising. That's better on the internet. Second question. What is this Masumana sawal? Is it time to leave Pakistan?
Oh,
Nadir,
like 70 years ago.
Yeah.
Let's ask Nadir this, bro.
Yeah, all of us, khair, main aur SARKHAIL to rehte hi bahar hai, Rizwan also. But do you feel कि bahar living would be better outside of Pakistan? You don't have what do you lose really? You lose
on dead cheap house help. That's what most Pakistanis that I speak to about this, they are concerned
cheap
about.
Labor. You lose on cheap labor.
You lose on cheap labor.
Cheap travel, I guess.
Comes again in the future, huh?
So unless you've been brought up in a way where you've been doing household chores all your life, then you don't mind moving somewhere जहाँ पे आपको domestic help नहीं मिल रहा.
Bro, I know women that have got married and moved here, and all they complain about is, यार पाकिस्तान जाना है, at least वहाँ मेरे अपने नौकर होते थे. Literally, that's all they care about.
I saw a TikTok about this. Some girl, I think, had moved abroad for university, and the TikTok was my face when, or that face when, you leave your rich life with servants in Pakistan and have to do your own laundry or comment mein gaaliyan. And some people were like, yes, sister, same. But
that's real. Like, I know people very close to me who are like, yaar nahi, हालात यहाँ खराब हैं, लेकिन यार कहीं और जाएंगे, काम बहुत होता है. Well, काम तो करना है अगर जिंदा रहना है,
Another thing you lose out on is you lose the fear of walking outside. Okay, so
which is a good thing.
It's a good thing. So you good.
I think somebody else also was recently asking me, यार बड़ा anti Pakistan चल रहा है यार, क्या मतलब यार, तुम तो चले गए बाहर ना, तो just focus on your good life, blah blah blah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It was a bit weird, but also it's so weird. Like जब मैं यहाँ आया था ना, even the UAE Middle East type life seems now actively bad to me.
Yeah.
Because and it felt worse but felt bad when I moved here for similar reasons. के दुकानें बंद हो जाती हैं शाम को, and laundry I can only do on the weekend because I'm busy during the day, and groceries are not open after 6 p.m. and गाड़ी रखना महंगा है and all of this, because UAE में this is all like super convenient. Then I went back to the UAE last year and I was like, bro, ये तो सारा मतलब slavery like all of this. It's a big step forward from Pakistan. And ये सारी जो छोटे मसले होते हैं ना, रोड खराब होना, ट्रैफिक होना, बिजली जाना, पानी ना होना, गर्मी can't be dealt with, all of this it's small stuff. It's not कि you will be rich, it will be 1,000 small difficulties get removed and new difficulties come in, but 1,000 small difficulties get removed and you just feel better. Unfortunately, it is true. If you live in Pakistan, you'll be happier if you are rich enough to pay for all the problems to go away, which most people can't.
If you have enough money, सोलर
कहते हैं ना लोग कि
लगवा
यार
लोगे, solar
दुनिया में कहीं
system.
अमीर होना है तो पाकिस्तान में होना चाहिए. What does that
Although
mean?
I don't even agree with that shit.
What does that mean though? It means कि आपका
you can get away with shit.
You can pay slaves to work in your house, and even the law doesn't matter. I know people whose rich जानने वाले
but
have.
you have to be really harami also to live in Pakistan and be rich in Pakistan. Like, you know, let's look at like ye jo slavery wala situation. Like, okay, you know, I mean, I don't want to sound like a prick here, but you know, to have good house health and for the good house health to kind of also, like, you know, like be trusting and all that, you थोड़ी सी आपको सुनानी होती है, सही है?
और
I'm not that guy.
और उनसे भपके ना आ रहे हो, you know? Yeah.
What?
No, but it's like it's also sure. Because like Pakistan, everyone's dissatisfied, right? Even your house
and also
help wale. Why would they be happy? And they'll be like fucking.
Also security. Yeah. It's generally security situation. Also, like if you have like a Prado or something, you need to have guards and shit as well. Unka bhi khayal rakho, unko bhi, like, you know, rope jama unke upar, like dharam dikhao unko.
It's expensive.
Like,
it's expensive being rich in Pakistan.
And it's a lot for your mental health to be like, you have to also be like constantly like aggressive.
So I always thought about this, like if I was fucking filthy rich.
You have to be a bad person to be rich in Pakistan.
Yeah, so you know how another saying would be bad person. I've always thought about this. If I like, because I heard someone else say this also, that when you are in Pakistan and you have a lot of staff, drivers, maids, whatever, you have to be an asshole.
Yeah.
The thing is, I could never do this because I'd be scared that they're gonna stab me in my sleep.
Yeah.
If you're mean to them, so I would be overtly nice. And then they would still take advantage of me.
इसीलिए उनको घर के बाहर बांधा जाता है ना.
नहीं, but also like it's to the extent where I know people who have super rich जानने वाले और उनके किसी जानने वाले ने किसी को मार दिया in Karachi, ran somebody over with their like big ass BMW while in high school. वो लोग मर गए. And mummy daddy ने अपने बेटे को extract किया, sent him off to fucking Dubai the next day. He came back after several years. Mashallah, say he's running his own business now and ye wo.
Wow.
And I'm like, this fuck, he killed people and nothing happened.
Shahrukh Jutai bhi yahi hoga iske sath.
Well,
can I talk a little more about this, about leaving Pakistan?
Yeah, I mean, मेरी तरफ से इजाजत है.
इसका यार मेरे हिसाब से ना एक और पहलू भी है.
Okay.
If it really depends on the kind of life that you want to live, you know. Okay. I see a lot of people around me who have the money, और वो वाली जो बात है कि पैसे हों तो पाकिस्तान से बेहतर कोई जगह नहीं है.
Yeah.
That's because they haven't seen any better. And they don't know कि और क्या है दुनिया में. अगर आपको थोड़ा सा भी एक्सपोजर मिल जाए, क्योंकि बड़ी गाड़ियां, गार्ड्स और बड़ा घर और 8 नौकर काम कर रहे हैं, उसके अलावा लाइफ में बहुत कुछ है. और अगर लोग वो करना ही नहीं चाहते, लोग, I know filthy rich people who have never set foot on an airplane, haven't traveled anywhere, who just want this life. हमारे आगे पीछे guards भाग रहे हो, बंदूकें हो, सिगरेट चलाने कोई आ रहा हो, you know, and all that stuff. अगर आपको वो और चीजें करनी है जिंदगी में, कोई अलग कल्चर्स एक्सपीरियंस करने हैं, कोई अलग दोस्त बनाने हैं, कोई सीनरी ऐसी देखनी है, कहीं नेचर एक्सपीरियंस करना है, इजी एक्सेस चाहिए ऑफ थिंग्स, लाइक देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स इन लाइफ. ये वाली चीज जो पैसे वाले लोग, मेरे दोस्त वगैरह भी करते हैं कि यहाँ से बेहतर कोई जगह नहीं है बिकॉज वी हैव मनी. लाइक यार फक दैट. मैं भी तुम्हारे साथ इसी कॉफी शॉप पे बैठा हुआ हूँ 5 साल से. You know, there's nothing to do.
I think the question is also that Lahore does not have enough good coffee shops. But if somebody is asking this question, so they're already on board.
Of
मतलब उनका
course.
पाकिस्तान में इतना गुड सी नहीं है, because वरना तो like you don't have to be rich, गरीब से गरीब बंदा भी पाकिस्तान में
Yeah.
कह देगा कि बेस्ट
तो
मुल्क है.
सवाल सॉरी इनका ये था कि is it
Is it
time to
time?
leave Pakistan?
If you're asking this,
Definitely.
if you're
Bro,
asking
get
this,
the
तो it is.
get the fuck out. मतलब और
There is
जरूरी
never a
नहीं है
wrong time to leave Pakistan.
Yeah. प्लस जरूरी नहीं है कि हर किसी को एक बहुत ही सिक्योर अगले 10 साल नजर आ रहे हो to move in a foreign country. I moved out of Pakistan when I had like a tiny job at a check-in counter at the airport in Dubai, and that's where I started. I was very young, and despite that being a tough job period for 4 or 5 years, life was nice. Like ये सारे मसले नहीं थे.
Yeah.
कि
Also, if
आज मुझे इतने कुछ shoots करने थे. I cancelled all of them because सुबह से मेरी light नहीं थी, and I was just dying in the heat.
Yeah. If you
So,
leave Pakistan
yeah.
also, it should be said कि you will have to make an effort. Like ये नहीं है कि आप बस चले गए और
Yeah.
अब आप खुश हैं. You will have to adjust to wherever you're going. Most people around you will not be Pakistani, which is a huge change, of sometimes positive,
Which is
but
a nice
also
change, yeah.
but also like you lose a lot of like communication, like you know, fluency. Even अगर आपको English बहुत अच्छी आती है या जो भी ज़बान आती है, you have to do a lot of your shit जो कि अभी भी आपके घर में नौकर कर रहे होंगे. And yeah, many Pakistanis go abroad, Canada जाते हैं और जिंदगी जी रहे हैं. Stuff like सुकून they did not have in Pakistan, right?
Yeah.
अब कहते हैं यार ये गोरे जो है ना ये गंदे लोग हैं यार, सुअर खाते हैं ये लोग, अजीब. ये तो चले जाओ, वापस चले जाओ,
वापस जाओ यार.
Motherfuckers.
You know how people have said this, that there should be a fucking immigration exchange program. You know, आप वापस आ जाओ, मुझे भेज दो. Yeah. You know, that's
Like the
what it
PTI
should
doctor.
be. Like a student
never
exchange
came.
thing.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
Khair. Long answer. Hope that answers your question also. Chai biscuit. How to Nadir
Where's
nahi,
Nazar
Rizwan.
gone?
Nadir is living
I
in
can see his
Pakistan.
glasses. I can see his glasses.
I'm here.
Initially,
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
that was his
glasses.
teeth. Chai biscuit. How to fend off pressure from family to marry?
With a stick.
मुझसे क्यों पूछा है?
सर आप इंडस्ट्री के आदमी हैं, आप वेडिंग इंडस्ट्री के आदमी हैं, आपको नहीं पता होगा.
आपने शादी भी की भी, आप शादी करवाते भी हैं.
Oh my god.
Yeah. How to fend off pressure? I don't know, man.
There's no way to do it.
Yeah.
Like कुछ लोगों की families मान जाती हैं, कुछ लोगों की families आपका murder कर देती हैं. मतलब it's
There's scales, there's a spectrum.
Yeah, it is a spectrum.
Yeah, depending on how far you are from murder, communication will help.
Exactly.
And honestly, how bad could it be? It's your cousin, right? So it's fine. Like you've known them all your life.
Terms अच्छी हैं आपकी उनके साथ. Trumps. How bad can it be?
Yeah, मतलब there are factors. If you are financially independent, whether regardless of what gender you identify with, if you are financially independent,
this is a biscuit.
Yeah, मतलब आप जो भी हैं, देखिए आपका खानदान कोशिश करेगा आपको डुबोने की, लेकिन
क्रम्बल नहीं होना.
Yes.
Keep it tight.
If you are financially independent, you do get some leverage on families.
Yeah.
Where you're like, yeah, fuck it, I'm moving out. You know, मैं अकेले रह लूँगा या
इस मुल्क में ये भी तो होना मुश्किल है ना.
हाँ, क्योंकि और अब एक साल में और मुश्किल हो गया बिकॉज जैसे अगर किसी की 50,000 सैलरी थी कोई सिंगल आदमी की, वो उसमें अगर कुछ गुजारा कर भी सकता था, अब वो और मुश्किल हो गया है. तो
इस कुत्ते को देखो. Khair, if you're not watching if you're listening on audio, Nadir is currently half in the dark. Well, 85% dark.
Ali, your day it thing reminded me of this TikTok. I don't know if you saw it, where the guy's like, "What are your pronouns?" The girl is like, "What are your pronouns?" And he's like, "He." It's like, "Just he?" Yeah, sorry, I can't be him.
SARKHAIL को सबसे incel जो TikTok है ना, वो SARKHAIL को आता है. Peter,
और कोई सवाल है?
हाँ, बहुत सवाल है भाई. Peter is asking a question that you guys might have the answer to and might not be a sad discussion. Best burgers in the UAE apart from
Probably me.
देखा I knew it.
क्या बताओ.
Best burgers in the UAE.
Yeah.
He's asking.
I didn't say. I said me, not my house. I said me on the best burger.
Oh wow.
But Cali Burger, Five Guys.
I like
Cali Burger is okay.
Five Guys. Look, listen. Five Guys is shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Bro, Five Guys.
I actually really like
Shake Shack.
Shake Shack is very nice.
Overrated, bro. Okay.
Salt.
छोटे burgers हैं.
Salt भी okay.
Salt was horrible when I went.
But
I don't
taste is good, but just sliders. You might need to buy it like 3 or 4.
Speaking of sliders, Cheesecake Factory के appetizers में आते हैं sliders.
Yes, they're
both
really good.
Chicken sandwich and the beef burgers. Amazing.
Must be big as well because American.
They give you 4 in one serving, 4 chotu. So it's quite decent.
So sorry.
By the way, in comparison, Burger King in UAE is really good. Like
all American fast food. All American fast food is amazing in the Middle East.
I mean, Popeyes is better than Burger King, but okay.
Yeah, sure. But Burger King in the UAE is better than Burger King in America.
It's fallen off though.
Attitude नहीं होना चाहिए SARKHAIL.
Yeah, Nadir, listen to me. Just because you're sitting in the dark and you think we can't see you, don't chat shit to me, yeah?
Bro, I'm sitting in the dark because I have no privilege, okay? You
देख रहे हो.
Bro, I mean, just go and get some privilege. Like, work hard for it.
Yeah.
Go outside.
Stop being help the minorities. Come on.
McDonald's has the Grand Chicken Spicy, which I love a lot. And
I got beef with McDonald's, bro. I mean, not actually, but like I went to Pakistan this time. I don't know when I went, but I went. And we had McDonald's. Bro, it tastes like ass. It's the worst ever fucking thing you can have in Pakistan. The fries were like cardboard. The burger was trash. It was just shit. Shit. Barrier Town.
Yeah, Barrier Town. Try. Oh,
no, I'm not gonna go and try another McDonald's. Just Pakistan जाके McDonald's खा रहा हूँ.
F11 वाला try.
This is why I don't have any privilege.
F6 या F11.
F9 में होता है.
F9 के पार्क के अंदर जाके
वो अच्छा नहीं होता. Actually, the one on the like Lahore Islamabad highway, the Ghera one.
We stopped there. Rizwan and I stopped there and got latte coffee. And Rizwan, latte coffee tea. And Rizwan had to like go up the ramp, takeaway ramp.
Is that how they say it?
It's so weird. As soon as his light came back, Rizwan came back. But the electrician का काम तो नहीं कर रहे तुम.
Rizwan ने पीछे से fuse बंद किया. But yeah, and then we went, and obviously they said, "Sir, latte coffee mein wait hai." And then we went. खड़े रहे. Then one ulta and the takeaway. He's like, "Sir, latte coffee थी आपकी." Just one car after us. How did you forget?
Fucking idiots.
There's a Islamabad episode from earlier this year where we talk about this. Nazar is getting married. He is asking,
he got in touch with us.
Yeah, and you refused. Where do I go for honeymoon? 3 से 5,000 Canadian dollars का budget है. We'll come to this later. Somebody said airport ki story. Yes, they sent a story. This girl said, "Will Chalant Crew be guests on my up and coming podcast?" Her Rimsha Z.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Why are you being mean? Yeah, of course. I'll be there. Yeah.
Because I'm going to get roasted on that podcast. I'm not coming on it. What do you mean?
Oh, wait,
that's
a
your
sister.
Trap. It's my sister. I'm going to get slewed, bro.
Chalo.
I would love to be there.
Then somebody said Desi men have zero sense of how to do basic chores. Great plug. इन्होंने भी story भेजी है. Kazi का सवाल. How does one decide where to settle? At home or abroad if the passport is not an issue?
Ali bhai.
SARKHAIL मर गया.
SARKHAIL was gonna do it. Then he's like, "Oh no, Kazi देखेगा, उसको शर्म आ गई." Yeah, the
Kazi. Kazi is that guy.
Podcast guy. His problem is that he now has great friends in Karachi. Usko bahut maza aa raha hai. And he's doing stuff also full creative. Usse pehle he was in Canada where this was completely not happening. So now it's
Wait, what was this question? I completely forgot.
Pakistan में रहें या बाहर अगर पासपोर्ट का मसला नहीं है.
यार ये सवाल का जवाब देने से पहले I would like to point out how much privilege is involved in this sawal.
If you have to think about this,
bro,
he knows.
Decide नहीं हो रहा मतलब Australia या Canada या कहाँ Maldives move हो जाओ bro.
यार Yeezys लूँ या Yeezy Pro Max लूँ यार.
We know people who asked this. But khair. I think if you Kazi, if you move to Canada, you will not be as happy as you are in Karachi.
क्योंकि वहाँ सर्दी बहुत है.
I mean, you won't have as many friends, and अब तो माशाल्लाह से.
I think Kazi's creator circle is very strong in Karachi.
Yeah,
and he will miss that a lot in
and he won't be able to replicate it.
तो उस हिसाब से you should just move to Dubai.
नहीं, why not?
You're close to Karachi.
Canada में fit लोग नहीं होते क्या?
नहीं है, but the circle he has right now is very good.
Hard to break in.
Yeah, it'll feel like starting from scratch all over again.
You should move to Dubai. I'm sure you'll have money. Weekend पे flights लेके आते रहना Karachi, meet your friends, live in Dubai. जब मौसम वहाँ बुरा लगने लगे तो like come back to Karachi.
7 महीने का मौसम बुरा लगता है.
अच्छा ठीक है. नजर वाली बात. अच्छा, how much is 5,000 Canadian dollars?
14,000 dirhams.
रुपीस में बताओ ना.
रुपीस.
I'm not telling you in dirhams, right?
Probably
हिसाब तो रिजवान ने करना है.
6-7 लाख नहीं ज्यादा है शायद. I don't know.
CAD 5,000
PKR
in PKR 8.5 लाख.
Wow.
बताओ भाई.
उसमें क्या होगा?
This is top level. इतने में हनीमून करना है.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who wants to start?
From Canada or from Pakistan?
I think he's having a Shalima in Karachi. तो departure तो फिर I guess यहीं से होगा. वापसी he'll go back to Canada.
Yeah, if you're flying from Pakistan, that's not a lot of money. मतलब क्योंकि flights are very expensive.
Yeah.
What season is this wedding and when?
January.
तो if अगर right after the wedding जाने का सोचो, January भी travel काफी busy रहता है.
No, January is I think relatively not peak season because schools open up in January, so it's fine.
पता नहीं यार, because
December is fine. December is
going to be fucked. Yeah.
But once schools open, January second week, first week is better. The prices are a lot better.
8 lakh रुपए में यार.
Acha, while Rizwan thinks, I'll tell you. Or I always think.
See, his 100%. Option is also he has to go back to Canada, and the girl also will go back to Canada. So stopover trip is also an option.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. नया ticket शायद ना लेना पड़े. Like
तो 8 लाख की तो टिकट्स ही आ गई फिर मतलब. और
no, he's going back to Canada anyway.
Okay.
Okay. My first recommendation, which I always give everyone, is obviously Iceland, because his budget is 14,000.
Yeah.
But honeymoon for one day will not be nice, Nazar.
Who's saying going for one day, bro? Who's saying one day?
में Iceland जाएगा ये.
Bro, you don't understand the fucking vibes in Iceland. You can go in any weather. It's all the resorts, the Blue Lagoon, the thermal pools, the waterfalls, the nights under the lights.
We get it, bro.
Yeah.
Everything works. All right. I'm just saying it works. It's a great.
It works. Okay, Iceland.
And if not, then if your wife doesn't want to go, take me. I'll go with you. Honeymoon.
Although, SARKHAIL, is it a good destination for a honeymoon?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. So absolutely.
Because अच्छा ये दोनों जो है ना, अच्छा Nazar is a lot like SARKHAIL. ये fucking soft motherfucker है Nazar, और Coldplay सुनता है और शायरी लिखता है. He sells poetry books, by the way, like thousands बिकती हैं इसके on Amazon.
There's no better place to write poetry. There's no better place to write poetry. 100%.
Yeah. No better place. What about I don't think
second option. I think you should do a Euro trip.
Oh.
Euro trip.
हो जाएगा इतने पैसों में?
Drive.
तुम लोग
हो
एक
जाएगा।
सेकंड यार, तुम
Because-
लोगों को पता है पाकिस्तान में क्या करेंसी का हाल चल रहा है आजकल?
Bro,
Bro, he
yeah,
lives in
uh,
Canada. He lives in
2008
Canada.
वाली बातें कर, he's flying from Pakistan.
Yeah.
He has to fly out of Pakistan, not directly. हमेशा कोई connecting flight
Bro,
होगी
you
दुबई
don't-
से.
वो फ्री में मिलती है tickets.
Airbnbs वगैरह
He
मतलब
said-
कि सस्ती हो सकती हैं चीजें, like you can go on a सस्ता vacation as well. You don't have to go like full
Rizwan,
expensive.
you know how cheap
all the
Wizz
best
Air is?
hotels.
You know how cheap Wizz Air is? He has to take the
Wizz
cheapest Wizz Air flight from Abu Dhabi to any European country, and वहाँ से traveling within Europe is, I mean, rent a car,
Yeah.
take a train, it's fine. But as long as he gets into Europe, it's okay.
So कौन सी फेरी पे बैठ के अबू धाबी जाएगा?
Wizz ferry. Wizz ferry.
Like what the fuck?
I am
वो वैसे
assuming.
कह रहे हो रिजवान जैसे कि कराची to Dubai is
अच्छा,
the
let's-
worst and most expensive flight ever.
हाँ, let's imagine
Bro.
कि 8 लाख में flight is not an issue. So yeah, let's bring it down to 6 लाख. 6 लाख हैं, not including flights.
Yeah.
Look, he's
Yeah,
already booked a flight.
जाओ मरो जहाँ भी जाना है तुम्हें.
We're sick of your
Flights is
wedding.
not an issue. Yeah.
I think
And Nazar, you know, these guys
vacationing-
don't get it, bro. I get it.
Vacationing is like a sensitive topic for Rizwan right now.
He doesn't like it when we vacation without him.
Or anyone. हाँ, वही like
Or anyone for that
लगा रहा
matter.
है.
नजर
को
तुम
नजर
क्यों
लगा
जा
रहा
रहे हो? हमें मुझे क्यों नहीं बताया?
जाओ अपने दोस्तों के साथ. बीवी होगी. Turkey, what about Turkey? On the way back
Bro,
to Canada.
Bro,
Sorry,
सस्ता.
ऐसा ना हो कि हनीमून हो ही ना.
Yo,
Yeah,
don't
please,
say
Rizwan.
that, bro.
Nazar,
Don't say that, Rizwan. Please,
Nazar
I'm
emoji.
begging you.
नजर emoji डालो.
लगा लो please.
Paint it on your face.
Oh
Nazar.
God.
But yeah, I think Turkey would also be nice क्योंकि ठंड में ना I'm assuming लोग भी थोड़े कम होंगे. Euro trip देख
But
लो.
then
But
that's-
you can't
that's
do
not fun,
like
right?
beaches
You
and
want-
shit like that.
Yeah.
Bro, fuck people, bro. लोग जाएं बाहर में. I go to Turkey, like why would I go? I
Like,
go for
लोग नहीं, like you can't do the environmental stuff. You can't go like to the beach. You can't go.
We're saying all these
but
things.
like
at the end
खाना
of the day.
होगा.
Why don't you do
Sana
Maldives
hoga.
for like a simple?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
honeymoon
At the end of the
destination?
day, everyone goes to Maldives, and that's
And that's
Yeah,
not bad.
Thailand.
I would love to go
that's
to
fine.
Maldives.
Yeah, I
if
know. I'm just
could.
saying. I know, but everyone loves that. So you why not do
I'm
that?
wondering like if he wants to do the stopover option तो वो दूसरे डायरेक्शन में होगा शायद वो ना हो सके तो I'm assuming पाकिस्तान से west might be an option. He's given no indication. इतना पता हो गया. He just said कि क्या कर सकता हूँ मैं. But yeah, Euro, Turkey, Iceland, दुबई ना आना. Yeah, आ जाओ. SARKHAIL will show you around.
Dubai is nice, yaar.
Yeah.
It's good. In
अच्छा,
January.
wild card before we end this. What about northern areas?
Iceland.
Yeah, January में I think Hunza वगैरह will be like tough.
No,
right?
it's iced over. Yeah.
Iced over.
It's
Not
fucked.
fun.
Yeah.
Now that तुमने ये
Iceland.
nicotine patch लगाया हुआ है क्या, bastard?
No, it's something
Tattoo
else.
है?
Patch.
अच्छा.
It's actually an anti-anxiety patch.
Oh, I was thinking white रंग का
Yeah.
tattoo करा लिया. I was like, चलो. Okay.
मुझे भी दिलाओ
No.
यार ये.
रिजवान खा लेगा.
Ah, you can get it online.
अच्छा.
Yeah.
Does
Link
it work?
me, bro.
Yeah. I'll link you.
Okay.
I'll put it all over my body. Yeah.
रिजवान पूरा white mummy बन के आएगा. Now let's get to the stories. कौन सी story सुनेंगे आप पहले? The one that involves men not doing their chores या
यार
just
वैसे
flight?
ऐसा हो सकता है कि 7 minutes में मेरी बिजली चली जाए. But
Okay, laptop तो बैटरी पे है ना?
yeah.
और चल फोन के इंटरनेट पर आए.
बिजली नहीं like रोशनी नहीं रहेगी.
That's alright. Neither went through.
फोन का टॉर्च ऑन कर लो.
Yeah.
आग जला लो. If we're
Login.
giving suggestions.
Just increase your privileges.
एक बंदे को बुलाता हूँ टॉर्चेस मार के मारे यार खड़ा हो गया.
हाँ, लेबर तो वैसे भी cheap है.
अच्छा.
अच्छा,
So-
what stories? Is there some interesting stories?
No, it's just हमें सुन के आग लगेगी और फिर हम commiserate करेंगे. That's it.
What are the topics? पहले ये बताना, like what's the theme?
One person went for Hajj and वहाँ
Let's
there
skip
were-
that. अच्छा.
No, वहाँ बड़ी नफरतें हुई क्योंकि देसी men can't do anything themselves. This was a girl, obviously, and then airport पे ज़लालत. The other person was just on a flight and it was just airport and flight चला था.
Okay, chalo, let's start. Yeah.
Hajj? All right. So this person went to this person went to
कहाँ गया था हज करने?
शायद ये मैं काट दूं. तो हाँ, one day
ये काट दो वरना रिजवान कटा जाएगा.
This is a great story. The first part, there's like 3 parts to this. एक दिन she was coming upstairs to her room in the hotel क्योंकि लिफ्ट में रश था. She didn't want to wait. बहुत से लोग सीढ़ियों से नीचे आ रहे थे, थके हारे ये वो. किसी से पूछा, so somebody said 9th floor पे आग लगी हुई है, फायर अलार्म बचा है. Brackets में in Punjabi accent. अच्छा, तो immediately you judge this person as being
9th floor पे आग लगी है, ये फायर अलार्म बज रहे हैं.
Yes. Alarm. Me being me, climbed.
Fair alarm. It's a fair alarm.
Acha, she says, me being me, climbed.
Okay. That's what it means, bro.
Yes.
Me being me, climbed up still. So you think it's a few floors. Got to our floor, which was first. Acha. Gave mom lunch, went out to check what happened, and at least 3 floors were already down. People still coming down. इतनी देर में बहुत से लोग चले गए. अम्मा से कहा कि बेटा आप खाना, अम्मा से कहा खाना खाएं till I get an idea of what's happening. Another judgment. Then came a very thin uncle who acted like an absolute पहलवान. He said, मैं जब तक अपनी आंखों से आग नहीं देख लूं मुझे यकीन नहीं आएगा. In a गली का कराची accent.
I'm getting anti-Punjabi vibes from this story. You know?
Karachi accent. This guy's Karachi accent.
एक तो आप इतनी faith पे हज करने आ गए हैं.
He pressed the lift button. He went up and then the lights. अच्छा, फिर और dramatic. He said, lift का बटन दबाया, 9th floor लिखा रहा था और फिर उसकी लाइट ही बंद हो गई. सारी आंटीज कह रही है मत जाए भाई, लिफ्ट बंद हो गई ये वाली. अब तो he became more पहलवान. Came the lift. सब रोकते रहे. He went in. लिफ्ट देर में ऊपर के 4 फ्लोर्स पूरे नीचे आ चुके थे और बाकी आ रहे थे. 15 मिनट बाद थिन अंकल came and said, चलो चलो अंदर शाबाश. किसी पागल ने सिगरेट जला के डस्टबिन में कैप फेंक दिया और अलार्म बज गया.
Wow.
The one time Pakistanis listened to a fire alarm, it was fake. Number 2.
यार बहुत से लोग apparently वहाँ जानबूझ के मर भी जाते.
That's the thing. We won't talk about
that
it.
is the thing. Yeah.
But Desi men have zero sense of basic chores. None. अच्छा, all of Pakistan is represented एक एक करके. None have a sense of how to use a basic washing machine. Do you all of you know how to use a washing machine?
Yeah, of course.
यार हमारी बीवियां अच्छी नहीं है शायद.
It's just fucking buttons, bro. Like
no. One uncle from Wadi Sur who works in Islamabad as a government officer.
Big Valley.
That I thought ये ऐसी कह रही है, but apparently it's a place. That's how he introduced himself to us.
Talking about Lahore. Achha, okay,
he said this about himself. No name, just this. He added so much surf in his machine that it took 4 or 5 rinses to get it all out of the clothes. Kept saying how his daughters do all his work and now I was not helping him. She's like, why would I?
Wow.
Then next province. One Pathan uncle who knew how to run a machine and spinner was washing properly. 5 minutes mein there was a huge line in front of him, men requesting him to wash their clothes as well.
Oh my god.
He washed for a couple of people, फिर सर चकरा गया and he scolded everyone and left. By the time we left Makkah, out of 3 dozen semi-automatic machines, only 3 machines were working. बाकी सारी तोड़ दी थी.
Fucking hell. इसीलिए 18 लाख का हज होता है ब्रो.
Yeah.
पैसे ले रहे हैं वो इसीलिए मशीनों.
Nazar honeymoon.
Washing machine. Nazar, you better know how to use a washing machine.
Okay.
अच्छा.
Nah.
अच्छा, then जहाज वापसी. I think वापसी का स्टेज आ गया. इसलिए किसी को बैठना नहीं होता. Whatever your boarding pass says, just sit in the seat. नहीं, ये कैसे हो सकता है? One auntie wants to sit with her friend. One man wants his wife to be next to him. एक पूरी family was trying to force the whole row to get up and let them sit together. In the end, extra people were called on board to settle the idiots in their seat. वो फिर वर्दी जैकेट वाले अरबी लोग आए तो सब बैठ गए. Then came the mission. This is such a weird thing that happened. Then came the mission to make sure all their belts was on. That was fine. Right then, one guy stood up and started banging the overhead bin. Air hostess came running and he said, 3 लोग बाहर रह गए, जहाज रुको. At this point, the plane was on the runway and was moving. She said, there's no way they'll have to catch another flight. He kept saying, कैसे छोड़ के जा सकते हो तुम लोग पैसेंजर को, etc. etc. Hostess was just said, आ जाएंगे वो, आप बैठ जाएं, and left. There's this great air hostess in this story. सुनो हुआ क्या कुत्तों के साथ. As soon as the plane got into the air, started to ascend, lights of belt was still on. People started to walk. A guy came running towards the bin banker guy. They were seated. He said, रुकवाया नहीं, रह गए वो लोग वहीं. And then the further conversation revealed 3 assholes went to have burgers right before the gates closed. God. For context, we were in the lounge for 3 hours. They only went for burgers when the plane was about to leave.
Fuck.
Peter पूछ रहा था ना हमसे. Throughout the flight बस सब चल रहे थे. कोई आंटी अपने शौहर को ढूंढ रही हैं, किसी अंकल को पता चल गया नमाज की जगह है, वो सबको जमा कर रहे हैं. फिर खाने का टाइम आया. Air hostess is like, chicken or veg? Uncle behind us said, मेनू पुलाव दे दी. To which the hostess said, यहाँ सऊदी खाना है, मुर्गी चाहिए या सब्जी? If there was an option to rate that hostess, I'd give her 5 stars. There was another man who was sitting with his legs up, squat style, alti palti. When the plane was about to land, he asked to tie his belt. He opened his belt, stood up, opened the overhead compartment, pulled out his hand carry, sat back while holding the bag that was run away. Same hostess came. अच्छा अभी जहाज land हो रहा है.
Yeah.
Air hostess came and said, bag वापस रख के belt लगा लीजिए. He straight up declined. Then she said, train में नहीं हो सर, वापस रखो, कहीं नहीं जाएगा बैग और सीट बेल्ट लगाओ फौरन. कर दिया उसने.
नहीं, you learn to be a tough worker when you're on Pakistani flights.
ये तो कहता नादिर.
Yeah.
Poors के साथ ऐसे ही सुलूक करना.
Bro, हरामी होना पड़ता है.
नादिर चला गया.
Like you know, a lot of Pakistani passengers love making videos of cabin crew.
That's coming up.
A lot of Pakistani passengers
in the other
do
story. And then this other person writes in, long time fan, first time writer type. Just want to talk about how shit Pakistani airports are and Pakistanis traveling in general. I was traveling for the first time in 3 years and I was traveling from Jeddah to Multan. Never felt more ashamed to be a Pakistani. Dekhen aap, why judge now? There will be more opportunities.
I'm sure there are more things of being ashamed.
For you to feel worse.
Yeah. Huh.
While sitting in the planes, 75% passengers sat down. Overhead space had been completely exhausted as the poor air hostess was trying to get everyone settled because people can't even sit in their own seats. Some, she's but I'm going to censor it, sitting in my row, taking a picture of the air hostess and she caught him. She only argued for a minute and asked him to delete. He refused that he did anything. And the plane was in such a mess, she got busy with other things. If I was her, I would talk to the pilot, get him thrown off. She landed in Multan, which is already unfortunate. And then the load shedding at the airport. It took 3 hours to get back. Airport pe load shedding ho jati hai?
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I asked her khane ki kya situation.
I think they probably mean like passenger load.
No, she said ke pankhe bhi nahi chal rahe the. And she said ke 3 ghante lage. Yeah, airport pe lag gayi.
Because Lahore airport pe this happens, right? Flight land ho gayi hai. Better hai 1 ghanta. That has happened with me many times.
Wow.
Airport pe jagah nahi hai.
The load is passengers. Achha.
Yeah.
I asked her what was the food situation. She said food was okay. Everyone asked for another serving before they even finished their first. I thought I've never seen this happen. Like
भूखे कौन? भूखे हैं सारे.
एक और ला दे.
जहर मिल जाए, फ्री का जहर बांट दो. दो पैकेट जहर के खा लेंगे. इतने भूखे हैं, मतलब यार फ्लाइट हो, शादी हो, मैयत हो, इनकी में बोटी डल जाए किसी तरह. बस बोटी मिल जाए. रोना शुरू हो जाएंगे, रोना पिटना, मतलब वक्ता डाल देना है इन्होंने. मतलब खाना नहीं लग रहा है, खाना चंगा नहीं, रोटी नहीं मिली, रोटी. Fucking
wow.
This is what I wanted to talk about.
हाथ हो गई. This happens every fucking time. I was traveling with my mom many years ago.
Yeah.
This auntie asked my mom for her food. I'm not even kidding.
आप क्या करेंगी खा के?
She's like, आपने लगता है आपने खाना नहीं है तो मुझे दे दो. Mom is like, कैसे लगा आपको ये?
Rizwan already played उनकी निकाल रहा था अपने as this was happening. वापसी में more fuckery
कितना
happened.
खा लोगे यार 3 घंटे की फ्लाइट पे कितना खा लोगे
वापसी में she said she stood in line for 50 minutes before she got in and they spent forever checking my bag. Checked my bag 4 times. आप शक्ल से criminal लगती हैं. Still managed to reach the boarding counter. अच्छा before the boarding counter. Managed to reach the boarding counter 50 minutes before the flight और उन्होंने counter बंद कर दिया. And there are like so many people जिनकी flights आए होगी they had to pay like 15,000 to get the flight scheduled to the next day.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. अच्छा. Get to the airport on fucking time.
पता नहीं. She said she got to the airport 2.5 hours before. But there was a huge line. She sent videos also.
Okay,
I don't know if I'll be able to include them.
I feel bad for you. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
She said my flight was at 3:40. I arrived at 12:50. The next day, next day also, my brother-in-law gave me a couple phone numbers to call in case they act up. Because in Pakistan, na, aapko, to get what you have paid for,
you need wasta everywhere.
You need everything. My handbag was 8 kg. They made a huge fuss about how it should be 7 kg.
That's right. Bag, why was it 8 kg?
Chalo theek hai, haan, haath ka
Yeah.
My shoulder bag had my laptop and they said, laptop among other things, that should be in my shoulder bag. And they asked to get rid of everything other than my laptop. So then, I had to call the number. Some dude came, sorted everything out. Khatam ho gayi baat.
Yeah.
And then on the return flight, I think it was Saudi Airlines. On the return flight, she says that she thinks she got the hint. And this time there were no women, only air hosts. And hand carry भी सबका बुक हो गया. Overhead storage कितना सामान लेके जाते हैं यार लोग. I don't understand. पूरी जिंदगी ले जाते हैं अपनी पैक करके.
सारा कुछ और इतना L सामान होगा ना. Like पता है वो प्लास्टिक के वो.
Are you shaming सामान?
कंबल लेके पाकिस्तान में कंबल नहीं मिलते.
कंबल is a big thing.
कंबल लेके आ रहे हैं दुबई से.
Yeah.
यार क्या हो गया है
यार वैसे बड़े सॉफ्ट होते हैं.
SARKHAIL लेके जा चुका है. KUMBLE कंबल.
Remember 1-2 महीने पहले जब import ban लगा पाकिस्तान में, so there were photos of people's like belongings being confiscated, जो लोग सामान वगैरह ला रहे हैं. उसमें किसी का था वो chocolates का stock confiscate हुआ. And it's like ये कचरा chocolates कौन लाता है पाकिस्तान में? Like कोई the fucking knockoff chocolates. You know वो KitKat की वो जो दूसरी होती है पता नहीं क्या time out नहीं not time out नहीं not time out. I don't know what the fuck. Saudi brand जो Saudi brand है यार जो सारे chocolates का वो Lion Bar का Safari, you know that brand.
Go for it.
Yeah, those weird unknown chocolates. Like why the fuck are you bringing them into our beloved country?
How can we support your struggle when you do things like this? पैसा खर्च करो ना ताकि हम सपोर्ट करें आपको पॉडकास्ट. You don't deserve our support.
मतलब ड्यूटी फ्री पे शॉपिंग करने गए हो, उधर भी आपने कोई खोखा ढूंढ लिया मतलब चॉकलेट्स खरीदने के लिए. ये नहीं कि अच्छे ड्यूटी फ्री में जाके. तो मतलब अगर आप फ्लाइट ले रहे हो तो पैसे भी होंगे आपके पास.
Some people deserve Pakistan is what you're saying.
Yeah, of course. मतलब अच्छा दुबई लाख रुपए की टिकट लेके दुबई चले गए हो, वापस लेके आ रहे हो कंबल, उसी में लिपट के मर जाओ मतलब. और
you know who would agree with this last statement?
Who?
Dubai wala.
Oh. No, I'm gonna keep this. I'll censor the name. We don't know किसकी बात थी unless आप lap reading कर लें, SARKHAIL की lap reading. But like that guy on TikTok who's eating. People are so weird. Yeah, अगस्त का महीना है, 75 साल हो गए पाकिस्तान को. Clearly.
Oh yeah, आजादी मुबारक.
Mubarak. But yeah, is it time to leave Pakistan? That's the whole episode ka theme.
Yeah, you have like 8 days,
10 days.
7 days.
अच्छा, okay. चलो.
This comes out, bro. This comes out on Monday, which is the 8th.
8th.
So you have less than 7 days.
Yeah.
To make your move. The artwork for this episode is going to be particularly Zaleel. Previews में देखें. It's going to be काफी हम सब मनहूस लग रहे हैं. Rizwan and me especially. कोई personal मसला है artist को हमारे. But खैर, thank you very much for listening. I think
also follow PR or such.
Follow PR or such.
Yes, the new episode is amazing.
New episode out. Yes.
हालात खराब हो रहे हैं.
More new episodes coming.
Hey. अच्छा मसला ये है कि ये इसने डाल दिया एपिसोड में. This motherfucker, he does this in real life also.
Yeah.
So it's not even, it's not like something the character does. ये असल में करता है. But
yeah, you know which big actor gives me very NADIR vibes?
Tell.
It's Will Ferrell.
Okay. Yeah. Who people say is very rude in real life. Yeah. People say.
But, shit! Don't tell me details.
But one person said this, so maybe he was having a bad day. Yeah. I think I'll put the Disney thing only in the audio episode. तो आप वहाँ जाके सुनिएगा, and maybe we'll make a clip so that this episode is not actually 2 hours on YouTube.
Why don't you crop out SARKHAIL from the video too, like just?
Yeah, why not? Okay, ख्याल रखिएगा अपना. Thanks very much. Pakistan Zindabad. Just be nice.
Pakistan Zindabad. Yeah.
Bye.